Hello guys and welcome back. I'm going to try to keep this video as brief as possible. Let's get right into this Luna support build. So I think it's important to not only go over the reactor but also the external components so you guys can see why I got or how I got the stats that I have, right? So the reactor, you want non-attribute in tech. I have a thunder cage mounting for it. Instead of skill effect range, you probably want skill duration up, and then non-attribute skill power boost ratio is nice. The reason why you want non-attribute in tech on your reactor is that the only way for her to do damage in her support build is with this non-stage presence, which is a non-attribute and tech unique weapon, and it scales pretty well off of non-attribute and tech. So you want that. That's the only way you're going to be doing extra damage with this. Her unique weapon doesn't do a lot of damage, but it's just nice to have, right? No matter what, it's not going to do that much damage, but it's nice to have. So why not farm for this instead? Auxiliary power. Got as much HP as I could get on this. This is a bit of a god roll. Not only do I get a ton of HP, but I also get the module drop rate increase modifier, but that's not really what this is about. This is about the HP. For the annihilation, for the sensor, sorry, I have an annihilation sensor. This is important. I think only sensors can give you a max MP buff to your base MP, so you need a sensor with max MP. At level 40, her MP is 300, right? So with this, I get 454 base MP, and then any descendant module that I put on her will scale off of that 454. So a sensor with max MP is very important. For the memory, you want HP and defense. I don't think these can drop max MP. I'm pretty sure it's just a sensor. So I just have HP and defense on this one. Again, kind of another sort of mini god roll with the defense roll there. And then for the processor, this only gives you shield. I've tried to get defense on these. If you guys think they can get defense, try to get one, but you want HP and defense ideally on this. Shield doesn't really do much, but I'll take it, right? And that covers the reactor, auxiliary power, sensor, memory, and processor. For our actual descendant build, guys, I'm just going to go over passionate sponsor, which is going to be a staple in all three builds I'm going to show you. And then I'm just going to show you the builds. You can screenshot them and then move forward. We might go into further detail later on in the video, but passionate sponsor is the most important one. So what does this mod do? When buffing or recovering an ally, firearm attack and skill power modifier plus 7.5% each time for 10 seconds, up to 10 stacks. Now, with Luna, if you buff your 3 allies, you will get to those 10 stacks in no time, like at all. And that will buff your gun damage, your unique, well, it does buff your gun damage by 75%, as well as your unique weapon damage. Okay, so this will go from 244 to whatever 244 plus 75% is. Okay, so that's kind of nice. But the important thing to keep in mind here is that this mod has a duration of 10 seconds. Okay, but her buffs, her base duration on her buffs is 5 seconds. I have 7 seconds here because I have skill extension on, but her buffs last 5 seconds. So every time you're buffing your opponent, say you do this, you give them skill power or MP recovery, right? MP recovery amount on the relaxing sound, you are going to reset this passionate sponsor. So you basically get the 5 seconds that your buff duration lasts, plus the base 10 seconds on the passionate sponsor mod itself. Okay, and keep in mind this increases your firearm attack. Just again, I want to say it's firearm attack by 75%, as well as your skill power attack by 75%. So if you stay with her unique weapon, you will get a decent boost to her damage on that. And keep in mind, if you also have perfect pitch, you're going to get, if you get that to 25 stacks, it increases you can see right there, skill power modifier increase 1%, max stacks at 25. So this will increase this by 100% if you have passionate sponsor. So if you're buffing your allies right off the bat with passionate sponsor, you get 100% skill power modifier increase if you don't want to get out of your gun, if you don't want to leave your unique weapon. If you do leave your unique weapon, you have 17 seconds in my case, but 15 seconds if you don't buff your extension at all, to then do basically 75% extra firearm attack. Sorry, I can't speak English. But there you go, guys. And it's also very easy to refresh because keep in mind, if you get out of your gun, you just have to wait 8 seconds. You have 15 seconds, like I talked about, once you get out of your gun to then come out and then refresh the 10 stacks on this. And to refresh the 10 stacks, you only need to buff one ally. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. If you guys have any questions, I can answer them in the comment section. But I think I've talked enough about this. Just jamming, which is what I call this, is sort of like your run-of-the-mill standard, build that's going to work in pretty much every situation, whether it's bossing, mobbing with allies, obviously not by yourself. She's a support character at the end of the day. So this is good for just in general. Like, this is your general build. If you don't want to, I suggest using this one. If you don't want to keep switching, between builds, this is what you should use. I would suggest using this. You could swap out Technician for time distribution, but I already have 20k HP, so I'm fine there. I'd much rather just give her unique weapon a little bit more damage. So that's the high point. That's just jamming. The high point is for if you use Potent Collector, if you want to use Potent Collector, so that if you're killing things, if you're mobbing in dungeons with some allies, you can kill things with your gun or with your unique weapon and gain 12.2% of custom resources at a 17% chance. Now, the issue with this is that it is bugged. I know about the bugs. I've never experienced it myself. So say, for example, she has 13 stacks that she has to build, right, in order to use her enhanced skill. If you're at 12 stacks or 13 stacks and then Potent Collector activates, it will literally reset your custom resource meter. So when you're using this mod, just pay attention. Once you get close, what you want to do is you just stop shooting at things so you don't kill anything, and then just keep switching between her 2 and her 3, and that will give you your enhanced meter is going to be all the way up, and you can then use an enhanced skill. So that's what I would do for that one. Feeling it is for bossing. This is where, because her unique weapon is terrible against Colossi, because you need to target weak points against Colossi. So you don't really need extension on this. So I took away skill extension, which I have on both of these, and then gave her shot focus. Now, what shot focus does is it gives you an extra 15% firearm attack, and then reduces your skill power modifier. But again, the only thing the only thing that skill power modifier affects for her is her unique weapon, which you're not going to be using against Colossi anyway. So shot focus and passionate sponsor will get you to like 90% on firearm attack, and again, you can keep refreshing passionate sponsor as long as you just buff an ally, pretty much. Okay, so that's it. The only way, unfortunately, to get shot focus is to combine rare modules. So you have to farm rare modules and then randomly combine them to, basically get the RNG drop if you're lucky. Okay, so it's RNG on top of RNG on top of RNG, but that's this game, right? So that covers it, guys. The reason why I can't use the Technician here is obviously because I'm out of space. I don't want to recatalyze. Okay, so that's it for the video, guys. If you guys want any more detail, I can make another video. I just want to get into gameplay. So this is just jamming, which is the general module build, which you can use in any situation, bossing, mobbing, whatever. This is specifically for mobbing if you want to gain more of her custom resource, and then this is for bossing. Okay, probably should have made this easier by just changing the names, but there you go, guys. Hopefully that makes sense. I was going to go into further detail, but I think we're good here. Thank you guys for watching. See you later. Have fun grinding.
Let the show begin!
HQ, now here. Commence mission to recapture the seed storage.